generally speaking, I know you can't get into specifics, but things you liked and then things you know, I know you liked the game, just
Yeah,
where?
there's always things you don't like in every game. There wasn't many in that one. And so we always talked about we want perfection. We didn't get perfection, but we played as well as we've played in a long, long time. Yeah, so what do? We just go play that game again. I said it last night. Guys should be feeling good despite the loss. What can you do? That's playoff hockey. It goes up and down. But we've got a game that can beat them going up into Edmonton, and that was it last night.
If I said smart physical, was that a good description of how that, at least to start, and how, well, probably throughout the whole game?
Yeah. I still thought we were physical, but when you get into those borderline situations, we were careful not to go past the line, and so we did a really good job of that and maintaining physicality. In the end, we lose the special teams battle. I said it last night. That's an important part. Whether you keep them to 1 or 0, you got to win that battle. We didn't, and so that was the difference in the game. Outside of that, man, we played a pretty good hockey game.
Is that as well as the forwards have tracked in this series?
I don't know if I would say that's as well as they've tracked, but the structure to have F3 prior to the track was as well as we've done that. So coming out of the offensive zone, we were in good spots. Forwards tracked, yes, but we also had the middle closed off with our F3.
Jim, with that power play, I think it's safe to say that when it did struggle during the year, Victor Arvidsson's absence played a major role in that. This isn't on about him necessarily, but the fact that it is now, are you surprised that it's coming up empty at the worst time when he has been back and he's been in the mix for a fair amount?
Yeah, it's been 4 games, so you can look at a lot of stretches during the season where you go 4 games and your power play doesn't score. It's magnified now because we're in the playoffs for sure. But that's just the way it goes. It goes up and down sometimes, and then all of a sudden it gets hot, and you say, wow, are you guys ever going good on the power play, right? A lot of times it's the same situation, you're just not quite executing. You're not feeling it as well as you are. So we got to get feeling it soon, but we're not going to worry about it. We're not going to stress about it. We're not going to spend too much extra time on it.
Well, you've largely, sorry, I know I'm kind of running with a theme here. Sorry about that. No, but okay, so when, have you you've largely gone with the same PP1. Yeah. Have you, any consideration as to just personnel mixture, just to see if that triggers?
No.
Okay.
Jimmy, is there a
Give you a lot there. Right here's you're gonna have to go somewhere else, and you're gonna have to go in a different direction.
I'm going to use the word checklist, but to get tips and screens, is there a process that works more so than not?
Well, there's a couple processes. You say you got to get there. One, you got to get through box outs. So the forwards have to get there, and then you got to hang in there, and then somebody has to get the puck there. So you can go there, and if the puck doesn't arrive, you don't ever get an opportunity. So everybody's got to kind of be in sync. You got to get there, you got to stay there, and then somewhere along the line from the outside, whether it's a forward climbing the wall or the D getting it from the top, somebody's got to get it there to get your opportunity. And I thought, last night we had our fair share of those. Tips, deflections, wide, just at screens. We had that some of that action. Puck just didn't go. All you can do is get back there and keep throwing it there.
I wonder what you thought of Jordan Spence's night. It looked like an active, maybe shooting mentality from him we haven't always seen.
Yeah, he had the puck on the offensive blue line quite a bit, and he did have a couple good rips at her. Maybe the puck just ended up there. We find a lot of times that our right Ds get a little more action than our left Ds, and he had a few last night. Would like to see one of them go.
How frustrating is it to know that the team has the game that they had in there last night, but you had to wait till Game 4 to get it from them?
Well, I thought we had. I thought Game 2 was a pretty good game too. I think, the first and the third game we didn't really like. Too many penalties. That was part of that. The second game was good. In our minds, we should be even. We're not. We're down. That's just the way it goes. So we'll just take the game, the last one, the way we played. We'll go to Edmonton, and we'll get that one done.
How have you felt about Alex Laferriere's play? It's first go-around for him, but I thought he's acquitted himself pretty well.
He has. You wonder a guy's first playoff experience in the NHL, never mind a rookie's first playoff experience in the NHL, and he's done terrific. I think he's among the hits leaders for our team. He's played hard. He's had a few chances. He's raised his level, but it's a pretty consistent game from him, and we saw that during the season, and he's been able to raise it in the playoffs too. So a positive sign for him.
Have you seen anything in Trevor Moore's game that is not allowing him to perform the way he did earlier?
He just seemed a little hesitant with the puck. I thought in the third period what we saw is him come out of the corner a couple times and jam it and throw it and have a little bit more aggressive mentality about bringing the puck to the net, whether he was shooting it directly himself or just spinning and crashing into the crease with the puck. So that's what the third period I thought has been his best of the series.
I would ask the same kind of thing on Kevin Fiala. Just, are you seeing any signs that, I know you mentioned after the game, you get that tendency to grip your stick a little bit, stuff.
I thought last night was Kevin's best game, by far. I thought he was the most dangerous. Kevin's most dangerous when he's in the O-zone taking people on one-on-one. When he gets his feet going, he protects it, he bumps off somebody, and then he gets going, and he looks to create. He threw a couple in. So to me, he can build on that game. That was his best of the series.
What about the reaction of your team after the goal that was scored?
Well, just pushing back?
Yeah.
I didn't think we took a step back all night, and that's a time that you can sag a little bit. We thought we had a pretty good first period. The other team usually gathers themselves and pushes back. We thought we wanted to push, and we did. So when you talk about 0 to 60, despite not scoring, we didn't have a sag, and that was positive.
You just talked about Kevin and his play. You're seeing the same things on that power play because he did give you 11 power play goals this year to lead the team. You've seen the same things on the power play along with the 5-on-5.
Yeah, we only had the one power play last night, but Kevin's overall game last night, I think he's going to build on that, and he'll take that into the power play with him. That's the way I see that.
Just got one more on that topic. Yeah. Just is that something that you still handle, or have you farmed out some of that since taking over the HC duties?
Yeah, no, I've kept that the whole time.